when you're grilling and you know, all of that, and you need the right tools. That's where Sous Chef comes in. What you're gonna get is a set of 2 self-sharpening household shears. So you can use them when you're prepping your food for grilling. You can use them when you're, let's say, trying to get into one of these plastic packs that, I mean, are just, it takes 20 minutes to get these open. You can use them when you're chopping into that, and all around the house. What you're gonna get are 2 of them. So you can get the basics, which you're gonna get a red and a black. They come individually boxed and color coded as well, which I like. And we also have the brights, and then this one is gonna be teal and coral, individually boxed. So these 2 or these 2, $17.95. You've got 3 flex on that to get them home. And we're gonna give you all the details, and Stacy Phillips is standing by. She's Skyping in. Hi, Stacy, great to have you.
Hi, it's so nice to be here. Thanks, and welcome to my kitchen. You know, Tamara, these are such a win-win in the kitchen. I love them because you can put them in your right hand, you can put them in your left hand. There's self-sharpening. They're so easy to open. And see this spring right here? This is going to be your new best friend in the kitchen, because this spring takes 60% of the pressure away from your fingers, away from your wrist. And then when you're done, you just close it up, and that's how you store it. But watch this. This is my favorite thing to use with these shears. This is a rotisserie chicken that, you know, you pick up when you're busy and everything's open, right? When you're desperate to not cook anymore from home. This is going to cut this chicken right in half, right before your eyes. Did you just see that? I just cut this entire chicken in half with these shears. That's how sharp they are. They're self-sharpening, but let me show you this. If you think that's impressive, watch this drumstick. See the end of this drumstick? Watch this. Literally cuts right through the bone. Did you see that? Watch this again. Yes. Cut the wing. Literally cut the wing right in half. It's crazy how sharp these are. But this is what's so cool. I can go straight from cutting the chicken to very delicate chives in the kitchen. So it's really, really a win-win. Now, of course, I'm using it in the kitchen, but I can also use it in the garage. I can also use it in the craft room. I mean, this is really the tool that you want every room of your house. Now, you mentioned those clamshell packaging. Oh my gosh, what a nightmare, right? So you take that clamshell packaging that's impossible to cut through, you take the same shears you use in the kitchen, and it cuts right through. Imagine that at Christmas time. I love these shears.
I know. I mean, Stacy, this is the thing. They make everything so easy because that's how they were designed. And I love, as Stacy was talking about, the kitchen, the garage, the craft room, the playroom, whatever the case is. So it makes sense that you're getting a set of 2 and they're color coded. So if you want both sets, these are the basics and these are the jewel tones. You can get each set. They're all color-coded, red for the kitchen, black for the garage. You see where I'm going with this, you know, coral for the craft room. And everything is color-coded, so you don't have to mix and match between rooms. But remember, 3 flex of about $6, you're gonna use these all the time. And Stacy, I know we wanna see more. These are customer picks already, too.
I know. Did you see the reviews? It has 5-star reviews because people love it. You know, you can use regular scissors, but those are scissors. These are shears. These are workers in your kitchen. I actually keep them in this drawer right here. Another favorite. You know how you get the flowers from the grocery store, and then normally you have to trim one by one? Watch this. Trim. Did you see that? Right through the entire bunch of flowers. Then, again, so sharp, you can go to the pizza, okay? And you can just pick up that pizza instead of using one of those rollers or pizza cutters. All you have to do is cut the pieces just like that with the scissors. These will cut through bread and sandwiches. And then what about that impossible packaging that you get from the grocery store? Watch this. I mean, of course I would peel it, but you don't have to with these shears. I can literally go straight and cut this entire ham package right in half very effortlessly. I'm not out of breath. But then you want to also get a pair of shears for your utility room or a garage, and of course the craft room. I mean, take this extension cord, okay? It has just paper packaging, so I use my shears to open the package up. But then watch this. Cuts right through the extension cord.
Wow.
So really to show you how strong. And of course, again, our favorite is that clamshell packaging that is so sharp. You can cut yourself, but with these, they're self-sharpening, so you don't ever have to worry about sharpening them again. But the other thing that's really nice is, you know those burrs that you get on those inexpensive, cheap scissors? And
Yes.
then they never work again? Well, you've seen all the things that I've cut through, right? Clamshell packaging, chicken bones, flowers. But look, I can cut craft paper, and it goes right through the craft paper, is not leaving it all shredded because there's no burrs on my stainless steel blades. So
Wow.
this product really is a win-win. I would say buy one for every room of your house because you are going to use them all the time.
You are, because it just, as you can see, it just makes everything easy when you can grab scissors. And the fact is, these are not just scissors, these are shears. Do you see the way, again, ergonomically curved for your hand? Unlike a lot of scissors where there's like a little loop for your 2 fingers and you're trying to cut using your 2 fingers. This is your whole hand. So you've got all of that, and it really does the work for you. So even if you don't have a lot of hand strength, my husband always teases me that I don't have a lot of hand strength, because I don't. It's hard for me to open boxes. It's hard for me to open. This is impossible, you know, for me, these clamshells. So this just makes it simple. And they're not expensive, self-sharpening, and they're powerful, so you're not gonna have to replace them. I have broken scissors, maybe you have as well, just doing the simplest of tasks. I know you're gonna love these. And if you want the set, remember, you're gonna get 2 of the basics if you choose these, and it's gonna be red and black, both individually boxed, or 2 of the brights, and it's gonna be teal and coral, individually boxed. If you want the brights though, we only have 400 sets left, and that's it. So this is your time. Just like Stacy said, if you want them for every room in the house, because you know what's gonna happen. If you don't get them for every room in the house, this is what's gonna happen. Stacy, tell me if this is the case for you. You would have them in the kitchen, and then when you go back to get them, hubby will have moved them, the kids will have moved them, you'll be searching all around looking for your shears.
That is so maddening. I know, and I use them in the kitchen every single day, so many times. I actually have 2 sets. I have one over here right where I'm kitchening and prepping, and then I also have one over that you can't see right now, but it's kind of a desk area in my kitchen where they can be used for opening mail or, you know, just more utilitarian, just to have around the house. And then again, I have them out in the garage, and I have them up in my son's room. I have them in my daughter's room. So that has solved that problem because people are not stealing my shears, because when you're going to use them in the kitchen, you want them to be handy. And I just love the versatility of these because, again, I can cut something as delicate as a strawberry, or I can cut the bones of a chicken, or I can go out and actually trim a branch in the backyard, or prune my flowers. So I love the fact that these are so utilitarian. They're so easy to use because I do actually have arthritis in my hands. So I like the fact that these are so easy to use. They're self-sharpening. The other nice feature is they're stainless steel, so they're not gonna rust. They're not gonna corrode. They're not gonna hold on to the odors from the chicken and the flowers and then be transferred to your strawberries. So they really are a win-win. I absolutely love them.
You know what, Stacey, I'm so glad that you reminded us of that, because that is a big deal. If you're going from food to food, the last thing you would want is anything that would have rust on it. If you, and you want them to be sturdy and strong. And oh, what we didn't even mention, which you were seeing there, is there's also a bottle opener on there. So you can even open a bottle right there. There's that little, you see that little hook right there? That's a bottle opener. So at the end of all of the work and the crafting and the working in the garage and cooking, you might need to pop something open. So you can do that very easily.
I love the way you think.
This is life, you know, this is our real life, and maybe more and more we are in the kitchen, more and more we are doing things around the home, and we're realizing, you know, there's gotta be an easier way. I've gotta have an easier tool. Even the fact, and this is a safety feature, that they don't stay open. There's a little hook at the bottom, and when it's closed, they're closed. And when you wanna open them, you just give it a little squeeze and it pops open and they're ready to use. Stacey, literally, I cannot think of anything that would be missing from these shears.
I know, and you know, I found once I had them in my house and I kept adding more, that I continue to use them all over the place. You know, something as simple as taking a zip tie off something. You know, it's so easy to use. It really is always in the kitchen about having the right tools for success. And for when you can buy something that's so you user friendly in every room of your house for not that much money, that's a win. And Sous Chef has done that for us. And again, if you just bought them for your kitchen, it's a win.
Yes.
And you know, we forgot to mention that Mother's Day is right around the corner. And I think these would be a great Mother's Day gift.
I think so too. And I think if you want them, particularly if you want those brights, we only have a couple hundred left in the brights. Total, we only have about 1,000 of these to go around. So if you are looking and saying, you know what, it's simple, I know I'm gonna use them literally every day. Every time you have to open a package, every time you have to open a clamshell, every time you have to cut something, and it's just easier to do this motion than to do this motion with a knife and the whole 9 yards. And it's the simplest of things. So if you wanna go for them, do it. You're getting 2 of them, individually boxed. They close and they stay closed until you're ready to open them. They each have a little bottle opener on the end. The points are not sharp either. And that's a big deal too, because that means when you're reaching for them, you don't have to worry about, that's one less safety issue that you would have to worry about on those. So I hope that you'll go for yours in either the basics or the brights. And Stacy, thank you so much. Thanks for inviting us into your kitchen.
Thank you so much. Thanks for joining me. You guys have a great day.
You do the same. And you can keep shopping for your Sous Chef Shears, and we would love to send them out to you while we still have